What if I told you you don't need to be spending £150 on an elite gaming mouse that looks unique? Well, Redragon has just dropped the Predator Pro in an anime style body that is either going to be cap or a game changer. So let's get into it. We've got the Optimus Pro, which is obviously 3 modes connection with the LCD screen and gasket mounted mechanical switches. And then we also have the Zeus SP H510 RGB MS gaming headset as well. So we're going to be looking at these, and don't worry if you are still watching to this video, stick to the end because these are also going to be involved in the next giveaway. So please do stay tuned. We're going to go for each item, unbox them, and we'll do some specifications for each one of them. So let's get it wrapped up. So we're going to start with the mouse. Like I said, I have been using this mouse for about a week now, and I am actually really impressed. Don't get me wrong, anime is not my go-to. It's not really something I've expressed in, but again, if this is something you're into, please go check the links in the video description. So like I said, this is the Predator Pro. This is a wired 2.4 gigahertz, but also Bluetooth wireless gaming mouse, which is nice. Got RGB, 8000 DPI. We do have 3 modes of connection, ergonomic design, as well as professional software, which I do like that side of it. So in here we do have the mouse, USB Type-C cable, receiver, Redragon sticker, as well as operating instructions. Redragon sticker, that means another one goes on the wall. So let's get this unboxed, see what we're working with. So unboxing experience, very, very simple. Not really much to go about. Obviously, like I said, this is going to be a mouse, so sweet. We do get some Redragon stickers there, very nice. They'll go up on my wall. We do get a little user manual, and then we get everything else itself. So we've got the mouse, USB Type-C cable, as well as the receiver. So they have given us quite a nice USB-A to USB Type-C cable. They have went for more of a braided design, which I do like, more of a black aesthetic, and then a nice little wristband, very nice. We do get just a basic receiver. You don't need anything flashy. You don't need these massive dongles. Basic receiver, blue little receiver, can't really complain with that. And then we have the mouse itself. Now, like I said, I have been using this for just over a week now, and I am actually really impressed of its actual rate and how it actually goes to everything from gaming, video editing, and 3D editing, and that sort of stuff. I like the design. I do actually quite like it. So we've got more of a blue accent on the outside to the middle, and then we do have the more of the anime design, or the Predator Pro design. Simple scroll wheel, rubber in the center, so stop it from slipping. We do have 3 central buttons. Your top and middle button is your DPI setting, obviously as low as however it goes, and then as high as 8000 DPI. And then the one on the bottom is your polling rate, which I believe is from 125 Hertz all the way up to 1000 Hertz, so you can do that as well. Now we do have another button on just above the left finger trigger here, so obviously quite nice if you're changing keys depending on the game. You have an external key just there, so you don't have to worry about obviously using it as a keyboard shortcut or something. Then on the left hand side of the mouse we do have 2 other buttons. Obviously the one in front is more of a braille effect. I guess that makes sure so you don't have to keep looking down at your mouse to know which button you're attempting to press. Now the one thing I love about the mice is the rubber pad on the side here for where my thumb sits perfectly. Obviously, this helps a lot stop your finger from slipping and gliding. Like I said, on the side here, we do have more of a gloss effect. So if you have that on that side, your thumb's going to be sliding, but it allows me to firmly grip the mouse without actually losing grip, which is quite nice. Now on the bottom, 2 front facial pads as well as a back pad as well. That just allows for smooth gliding, which is quite nice. We do have a little carry case here for the receiver. That just simply unscrews. Then your receiver just goes straight in there. Simple as that, and you're good to go. So if you want to travel with it, you know your receiver is going to be safe. Now we do have the Bluetooth off and 2.4 gigahertz. Pretty simple. If you go to the Bluetooth mode, we also have a pairing button up here. So obviously, depending on the Bluetooth device you're connecting it to, you can do it that way, or use the receiver and use the 2.4 gigahertz setting as well, which is quite nice. Right, let's get into some specifications, check out the RGB, and we'll go from there. So, Redragon has been the king of budget gaming for many years, as I've said on other of their products. But they may have just dropped something from the webs. And honestly, it looks incredible. This is the Redragon M612 Pro Anime Edition, also known as the ISA Edition. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. Now, we've seen the standard M612 before, but this Pro version adds tri-mode wireless, massive aesthetic overhaul. Is it just a pretty face, or can it actually hold up to some intense FPS gaming? Questions we all need the answers for. Now, yes, this is a right-handed ergonomic mouse, heavily inspired by the G502 shape. So let's talk about the looks. Yes, this is a right-handed ergonomic mouse. You've got the thumb rest on the left with a textured rubber grip for extra control. And the anime design isn't just a cheap sticker. It's integrated into the shell, combined with 7 different RGB modes. It's a desk setup dream if you're going for that whole anime aesthetic. The RGB wraps around the sides of the entire mouse, hitting the scroll wheel, making the whole thing pop. Now, how does it feel? Well, coming in at 114 grams, it's not an ultra light mouse. It does have a little bit of heft to it, which is actually preferred for stability. The clicks are crisp, not mushy at all, and the side buttons are really easy to reach without having to overextend fingers or your thumb. And the feet glide, well, on both cloth and hard pads. One thing to know is definitely a claw or palm grip mouse. If you come equipped with smaller hands and use fingertip grip, you might feel a little bit bulky. Now, yes, you can download the Redragon software to remap all 9 buttons on the mouse, and you can set up your macros, adjusting the polar rate up to 10,000 Hz, and the customizable RGB. It's simple, it works, and to be honest with you, it doesn't hog your PC's RAM like some other brands do. Now, what is the verdict when it comes to this mouse? If you're looking for top tier esports mouse to win a multi-million-dollar tournament, you might want something a little bit lighter. But if you want a mouse that looks unique, feels incredibly comfortable, and gives you a wireless freedom without breaking the bank, the M612 Pro Anime Edition is a steal. One, it's coming in at under £50, it's wireless, and it looks better than most anything that I've seen at this price point, to be honest with you. Check the links in the video description if you want to go grab one for yourself. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And of course, we have to go through the pros and cons. The look. It does look absolutely incredible. The wrap they have got going on for the anime design, which isn't a sticker, it's actually integrated into the shell, which gives it that even more of a premium feel. Now, to the left-hand side of the mouse, we do have the 2 thumbstick buttons, and then on the left-hand side, the left trigger, we do have an extra button as well. We do have them, so we have full 9 programmable switches, which is a really big thing for me. Now, when it comes to the cons, I'm not really sure if you can call these cons, but everyone has their personal preference. It's bulky, it's not the lightest mouse on the market, and it's not intended to be. Everybody has their personal preference when it comes to mice. It all depends on how you want it. Yes, it's bulky, but with people with larger hands and set sizes, it really does fit perfectly. So I guess it's more down to personal preference. So we went through the Predator Pro, and the first thing I'll say is that it's not a sticker. It's etched or laser engraved or something into the mouse. It will not come off. That's a good thing. I am not a lover of anime. Never really been a lover of anime. But since getting the Redragon set, the keyboard, the headset, and the mouse, I'm kind of swaying my way over to be like, I like anime. No, but seriously, for a mouse that costs this little, that is premium built, like I said, for the people out there with you small little tiny hands, it's probably not going to be for you, unfortunately. It is rather bulky, it's not the lightest in the world, it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be competing with these other mice that weighs like 20 grams. I think it weighs 114 grams, which is still pretty light. The amount of stuff they've got going on. 8,000 DPI, 9 programmable switches. Yes, it comes with software, but it's easy. If you get all 3 of them, then you've got your software sorted, so you're all good to go. No, but seriously, really happy with the mouse, really, really good. I'm definitely not going to be using this every day from now on. But at the end of the day, if you do check the links in the video description, there'll be links there for all 3 of the anime products that we have reviewed. The keyboard, the headset, as well as the mouse, the OUTPERFORMS Pro keyboard, the H510 RGB MS headset, as well as the Predator Pro RGB anime mouse as well. So please do check the links in the video description. But as always, if you've got any issues, drop them down in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'll catch you in the next video.